Hello kind people of YouTube and welcome back to another video. Earlier today I uploaded a video celebrating 1000 subscribers and asking you to send me questions by email, and my plan was to collect some of them and then in a couple days do a question and answer video where I just go through a bunch and respond to them in a video. But I got this one question that I felt could get its own video. This is going to be unscripted, so I'm not sure how long it will go on, but I'll respond to this email. Please do keep the questions coming. The email address is thegermaninvestor@protonmail.com. I will be posting it in the description as well. I would prefer if you ask me questions this way, because if you're asking in the comments, I lose track of that very easily, and it's just much simpler for me to respond to stuff that I'm getting by email. Just make sure you only include information that you'd be fine with me showing in a video. Like you see it right here, the name and the email address that is being sent from, as well as the email text, will be visible in my video. So if you want to keep anything private, if you don't want your name to be shown, absolutely make sure you either tell me in the email if I need to block anything out, or preferably just write from an anonymous email. But anyway, I want to respond to this question in its own unscripted video, and that's what I'm just gonna do now. And the question is, XRP has been stagnant for the past couple of days. Should I still buy XRP at this price? And by the way, I'm still a newbie to this crypto crap. How will I know if the price is gonna go up or down? Thanks. Now, I see variations of this in my comments a lot, so this is actually really good that I got this question. Now, first of all, as I always say, I'm not a financial advisor or anything, so please don't just listen to me. Do your own research as well. Don't just buy something because I'm telling you. Don't just sell something because I'm telling you. I should just be one of your resources. But anyway, the thing with XRP is that, or the thing with any crypto investment, any investment really, when you're considering whether you should buy at the current point, the current price isn't the most important thing. Like, something can have already gone up 100 times in price. But the real issue you're looking for is how much room there still is for the price to go up in the future. So for this, what you need to do is you need to research the investment you're looking into. You need to look at what they are planning to do. You need to see how far they have already gotten, and then you have to make an assessment. In the case of XRP, XRP of course is by Ripple, a tech company that has a lot of funding behind them. I believe it's 20 billion US dollars. They have a lot of top fintech people working with them, and they have a lot of partnerships with major banks, with major financial firms, with the aim of providing a new system for monetary transfers, especially international monetary transfers, through their technology. And one of those technologies, XRapid, is using the XRP token, and that is the most important thing here. They also have XCurrent, which can use the XRP token but doesn't have to. But the thing that is using the XRP token, and the thing that you need to pay attention to most of all here, is XRapid. Now, XRP right now is at about 50 cents. That value, of course, fluctuating right now, and has gone up from just about 25 cents in a couple days. So you might be wondering, is there still room for it to go up? But what you have to keep in mind here is that XRapid, the product that will actually use XRP, XRP's real use case, isn't even out yet. So this is the price that XRP has reached before it is really being used. So if you're looking at the future potential, and that is what you have to look at, you have to consider, okay, I'm spending money on it now. Where might the price be in the future? And in the future, XRP is looking like it has a lot of upwards potential. I made a video a while ago where I went through, I believe it was 8 potential price predictions. The video is called, I forgot what it's called. I will link it in the description. But yeah, it's called Can Ripple XRP Make You a Millionaire? I looked at a bunch of potential price predictions, and they ranged from $3 and a couple cents per token, all the way to almost $1,000 per token. And while the last ones might be considered outrageous by some, all of those are based on scenarios, future scenarios that might happen, especially if Ripple's technology gets used in the way that they're hoping. Now, of course, you have to put some faith into the investments you are making. Now, for instance, if you want to predict that XRP will be worth a lot of money because Ripple's technologies are being used, you have to presuppose, your assumption has to be that Ripple's technologies will be used by major banks and that they will be using the XRapid technology, that is using the XRP token, for international monetary transfers, essentially to replace the SWIFT system that is in case right now. If you make that assumption that they will take even a small portion of the market from SWIFT, and their technology is vastly superior, so that should be in your mind as a possibility, then you have to expect the XRP token to go up in value significantly, possibly into the hundreds of dollars. Now, that is what I'm saying when I say you have to look at the potential future value. How much it has already gone up doesn't matter that much. The question is, how much can it still go up? And everyone will have to make their own predictions there. For me, I try not to make specific price predictions. That's why in my videos I looked at various scenarios instead of just making one prediction. For me, I'm just looking at what is their use case, meaning what is their product supposed to be used for. In the case of XRP, that is primarily being used in Ripple's technologies as a liquidity. The thing that it's trying to do is when you're sending money from one country to another. Right now, banks need to have a massive amount of money just sitting around in liquidity accounts. And they are planning to use the XRP token instead of fiat currencies for that, make it faster, make it cheaper. Like, that is the use case here. Then you have to identify, is that a good use case? What problem are they solving? In the case of this, they are solving a multi-trillion-dollar problem if they can get the market, if they can get the market share that they're hoping for. So here you see, if everything works the way you want it to, there is massive potential for growth. You always have to go on assumptions here, but what I'm looking for is not a specific price it might reach in the future, but just, is there realm to grow? Is there a lot of realm to go? And for XRP, we are still in the first phase here. XRP is not currently yet even being used. So I think right now is a great time to buy, because as much as the price has already increased, we have seen the price hit almost $4 earlier this year, just of speculation alone, just of hype, just of fear of missing out, and it wasn't even being used in any product yet. And in the next month or so you won't have that much time. In the next month or so, XRapid is going live, and 20 major partners have already signed up to definitely use it. And Ripple as a company is planning to onboard more and more banks onto it in the future. Their CEO has predicted that by 2019 he expects, I think he said 100 banks to be using XRP. So the product isn't even out yet. Once it's out, once it goes live, we should see an insane amount of money flowing through XRP. And that should push the price down a lot. So what you have to look for, and I'm just trying to teach a general thing here. You can agree or disagree about specifics, but I'm trying to assess what is the potential. This is the same someone would be doing when investing in a company. You don't look at how much have they grown in the past. You look at how much can they grow from here. And I think XRP is one of the cryptocurrencies with the best use case, with the best team behind it, with the best technology, and I have pretty much the highest hopes out of all the major cryptocurrencies that XRP will not just still be around in 10 years, but will have a magnificent market share, will have taken over a significant part of international monetary transfers, and that should push the price up a lot. That is what you have to look for. You have to assess what future potential do you think this token has. Look at the use case, look at the company behind it, look at what they're working with, look at what they're planning to do. And ultimately, you have to make a call. Do you trust them to achieve what they want to achieve? And if you think so, and if the price is still lower than it would be if they achieved all those things, buying is still a good decision. Now, a lot of people in the XRP space will tell you XRP will definitely hit hundreds of dollars. I'm not going to tell you that. Like I said, I'm just looking at potential. I'm not trying to make a specific price prediction. But even if XRP just goes back to its historic high, which, like I said, almost $4 off of nothing but hype, the product wasn't even live yet, then that is already almost 8 times the current value. And in my opinion, XRP is very much still a good investment. Like I said, not a professional financial advisor. I'm not doing this as a job. I'm not licensed in any way. So do your own research as well. But for any crypto investment, just look at what the token does, look at their underlying technology, look at who's releasing it, who they're working with, what they're planning to do, and then you just have to make an assessment. You just have to consider how big do you think it can be in the future, where can it go? And if that is bigger than it is right now, it's still a good investment. Anyway, that's what I'm going to end this video on. I could have probably talked for a lot longer, but that is the core idea. Look at the potential, don't look at where it has come, look at where you think it can go. And yeah, gonna end it here. I'm probably not gonna do a normal video today, but I'm definitely gonna be back with the news update videos tomorrow. And keep the questions coming, please, to the email address, thegermaninvestor@protonmail.com, and then I will respond to them in question and answer videos. I want to do those relatively regularly if I get enough questions. And thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, thanks for watching.